Welcome back. We are quickly approaching Thanksgiving and the beginning of the holiday season. For a lot of us, that means family get-togethers, traditions. It is, after all, the most wonderful time of the year.
But sometimes it's not. It's not for everybody. Kimble Richardson with Community Health Network is here to help us manage expectations. Let's dive right in. We got a few examples. What if someone's feeling overwhelmed because there's just so much to do? You already kind of feel overwhelmed, and then add the holidays on top of it.
Well, I think expectations are important and goals are important to have, but let's make sure that they're realistic and can be actually completed in the time that you have.
Yeah.
So, for example, someone who says things have to be perfect, that's a setup. Okay, it's a setup.
You're gonna fail.
And I'll tell you this.
It's a happiness trap.
What's
Right?
your next book?
There you go.
Okay.
Boom.
I love that title.
Write it with me.
I will. I will.
Okay.
But for example, very smart people who are, cerebral and whatnot, talk a lot in their own minds, no problem, but they will oftentimes say phrases that they're not aware of, like this has to be perfect, I have to be perfect.
I got to do this, I got to do that. And it's
100%.
like, do you really
Just
have
like
to
what I
do
did.
that?
I said 100%.
Yeah.
All right.
you go.
It's the same thing. So let's be more realistic and manage that.
What about people who have experienced grief and loss? This might be their first holiday season without a loved one.
Right. That's so difficult. It's painful, And I think two things. One, let's allow yourself to grieve. That it's okay. Feelings can be overwhelming and difficult and challenging, but they're feelings and you can manage them. And the other thing is, let's do something to celebrate that person. It could be a thought or a memory, but it also could be, let's do something in memory of.
I love that.
And support that, what they would be supporting.
Yeah, that has helped me on my own grief journey.
Really?
Be sad, but also celebrate and do something fun too.
Right.
What if you're just alone during the holidays? Maybe your family couldn't make it. Maybe there wasn't enough money for flight tickets for everybody, and you just find yourself by yourself for the holidays.
Well, of course, we have the virtual world, so there's that. But, family can mean different things to different people. We have our birth families, and we have families that we can create on our own that we can also celebrate. So we have options.
Yeah, I love that.
My kids, both of them, have had independent Friendsgivings.
Oh,
which I
that's
thought was so
amazing.
cool. I've heard that with adults, but these are teenagers.
Okay.
My son and my daughter both have,
Good deal.
their own deals.
That's very
How
clever.
about scaling down your budget for the holidays? That's got to be, that's a tough one.
There's grief in that.
Right? Well, you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of when my wife and I used to buy a present for our children, or presents for our children. They're twins. They would play with the box that the gift came in. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And not even the gift. So it's really
Yes.
about being together. It's the thought, the sentiment. Let's do something old school, like play a game together. And
Amen.
not a virtual game. Not a.
No.
Not a. Yeah. So
How
let's play a game.
how about Uno?
Yeah, a card
love
game,
that
a
game.
board game.
That's right.
I mean, or Google something.
Teach your kids
Join
to
together.
do something super Hoosier, like
Yeah.
play euchre.
Euchre. 44 years in Indiana, I still don't know how to play euchre.
What?
Confession.
We got something to do.
Well, everybody, Kimble Richardson from Community Health, we appreciate you coming. We
Thank
just
you
wanted
so
to
much.
walk
Thank you.
through a few
Appreciate you
scenarios to help some folks.
Thanks as always.